The firms that will own the next decade in APAC aren't the ones who digitize the fastest. They are the ones who digitize the smartest. There's a meaningful difference. Hello, hi. My name is Gopala Subramanium. I am the CEO for Nova CNX, based out of Singapore. Not at the front office, it's post-trade. That's where the cost, risk, and regulatory pressure collide. Globally, firms spend approximately 65% of the ops budget on manual processes, and error trades in trade processing can hit around 3 to 5% in fragmented environments. Innovation isn't about new features, it's about eliminating friction in the life cycle. The firm that wins are the ones that industrialize post-trade. Massively. T+1 isn't just about timeline shift, it's an operational reset. In the US transition, firms saw up to 40% increase in settlement pressure during the peak volumes. If processes aren't automated end-to-end, T+1 turns out small efficiencies into systemic risk. This is where the technology stops being optional, it becomes a survival infrastructure. What I find fascinating, and frankly a little uncomfortable, is how many firms are still treating technology as a cost line rather than a competitive thesis. It's just not inefficiency. It's about lack of visibility. Many firms still don't have real insights into trade status, breaks, or the risk exposure. The volatile markets, that delay can mean millions in exposure. Modern infrastructure isn't just about faster or better, it's about transparent and controllable environments. It's about designing compliance into the workflow, not layering on top of it. The smartest firms are embedding controls directly into the processing engines. That's how you move from reactive compliance to a real-time risk management and actually reduce operational work overheads in the same time. Haha, the buzzword AI. AI won't replace operations, but it will redefine them. We are already seeing 30 to 50% reduction in manual intervention using intelligent automation. The real shift is from processing trades to managing exceptions. That's where the human expertise adds value. It's about resilience and scalability. Handling higher volumes, shorter cycles, and more asset classes without increasing cost. Innovation is when your operations can go 2x without headcount doing the same. Speed of transformation. The leaders are already moving towards real-time, API-driven automated ecosystems. The laggards are still stitching together legacy systems. And in this market, delay is expensive. Growth is outpacing infrastructure. Bursa Malaysia has seen a steady increase in trading participation, especially retail. But many brokers are still running fragmented post-trade systems. That creates a gap. However, higher volumes but not necessarily higher efficiency. The next phase of growth will depend upon how fast operations can scale. Operational scalability. The ability to handle higher volumes, new asset classes, and regulatory changes without increasing cost. That starts with automated, integrated post-trade infrastructure. Everything else builds on that. It's fundamentally changing the operating models. You can't run global markets on a local infrastructure anymore. We are seeing firms struggle with overnight processing, staffing, and risk visibility across time zones. The answer is automation and real-time systems, not extended working hours. Even if Australia doesn't immediately move, the impact is indirect but real. Cross-border trades will demand faster processing and tighter coordination. Firms dealing with US and global markets will need to operate at T+1 speeds, regardless of their local timelines. That's where the operational readiness becomes critical. It's moving from hype to infrastructure. Australia has seen strong momentum in digital assets regulation and institutional interests. The question isn't if, it's whether your operations can support multi-asset processing seamlessly. That's where most firms aren't ready yet. The future belongs to firms that treat operations as strategic advantage and not a cost center. We should stop treating post-trade infrastructure as a back-office cost center and start treating it as a competitive moat. The specific tactical advice: run an honest inventory of your manual touchpoints in the trade life cycle. Every manual step is a failure point, a cost, and a latency risk. Systematically eliminate them, not in a single transformation project, but in a rolling program with clear quarterly milestones. And build your KPIs around straight-through processing rates, exception volumes, and information timeliness. Because in a T+1 world, those metrics is what is important and relevant.